Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. With the hope and prayer for your well-being, here we start our today's program. आज का प्रोग्राम बहुत ज़्यादा मुख्तलिफ है मेरे लिए. It is a unique program in my viewpoint because once upon a time a philosopher was being asked a question: staying away from home, what do you miss the most? And when that philosopher was asked this question, she answered that the people who not just pretend to but genuinely love and care for you are mostly missed. जी हाँ, आज हम जिस प्रोग्राम के हवाले से बात कर रहे हैं, इट्स अ प्रोग्राम इन यूनिक कॉन्सेप्ट because we are going to talk with two of our guests today who are living on two different parts of the planet Earth. And there is a family which is departed and divided into three locations in three different countries. If brother is living in United States, sister is residing in Malaysia, whereas the rest of the family members are here sitting in Pakistan. So whatever these people are experiencing right now, I'm sure about one thing, that the people of this family are must be missing genuinely loving and caring people around themselves. Even then, how these two kids, brother and sister living on different locations, are keeping themselves motivated and keeping on inspiring other people around them. Let us ask these questions and many more questions to them who are living all this life in this pandemic thing, staying away from their family members. I am talking about brother TALHA KIYANI and sister NEHA KIYANI, who are living on different locations of the countries. Let us see who they are and what they do, और ये अभी आजकल किस तरह से अपनी चीज़ों को मैनेज कर रहे हैं. अस्सलामु अलैकुम तलहा and अस्सलामु अलैकुम नेहा.
Walaikum assalam. Thank you for having us at the show.
It's an absolute pleasure to be here with you.
अगर नेहा से बात हो रही है तो नेहा से बात कर लेते हैं. नेहा, tell us something about yourself. How long have you been there? कहाँ पे हैं आप? मलेशिया के कौन से शहर में हैं? क्या करती हैं? What is all about your introduction? Tell us something about yourself.
I'm NEHA KIYANI. I was born and raised in Islamabad, Pakistan, but for the past 2.5 years, I've been residing in Miri, Sarawak. I'm currently a student at Curtin University, Malaysia, pursuing a bachelor's degree in commerce with my majors being accounting and finance. And hopefully this is my final semester here.
Very nice. What we have understood कि आप इस्लामाबाद से ताल्लुक़ रखती हैं और पिछले 2.5 ईयर से मलेशिया में हैं और वहाँ पे अपने फाइनल सेमेस्टर के अंदर जो है वो स्टडीज़ को कंटिन्यू किए हुए हैं. If that is the case, let us ask the same question to Talha. Talha, give us some brief introduction from your side of the life, and how do you manage all these things nowadays?
Sure. My name is Talha KIYANI, and I am pursuing a bachelor's degree here in America. I actually came here in January 2017 after completing my A-levels from Pakistan. I started at Arcadia University, which is in Glenside, Pennsylvania. From there, I completed my bachelor's, and then I transferred to Washington University in St. Louis in August 2019 to get my second bachelor's in computer science. From where I would hopefully graduate in May of 2021, and it's been almost 3.5 years for me since I've been here.
3.5 years is a big time. Talha, मुझे ये बताइए, now you tell me, how do you feel about staying away from family members, and how are you managing the things on your own?
Yes, so staying away from family has always been a big challenge for the students, I'd say. And considering the current pandemic situation, I think it is quite disturbing for everyone to acknowledge the fact that God forbid if something goes wrong, it'd be extremely difficult for the entire family to cope up or deal with the situation. But for me, dealing with my routine and my studies, I think it keeps me pretty busy during the day. So it's quite good, I'd say. And provided that I've got lovely housemates and all the current situations, it's quite going smoothly, I'd say.
इंटरेस्टिंग इंटरेस्टिंग रियली इंटरेस्टिंग। तला थोड़े से उर्दू में भी बात करते हैं ताकि हमारे यहाँ पे पाकिस्तान में जो लोग हैं वो भी आपकी बात को अच्छे तरीके से अंडरस्टैंड कर सकें। मुझे ये बताइए कि तलहा, क्वेश्चन इज टू तलहा के हाउ डू यू सी दिस पेंडेमिक, ये कोरोना, कोविड-19, मीडिया, टीवी, बहुत सी चीजें आप देख रहे होंगे। हाउ डू यू, यानी कि मैं अगर तलहा की बात करूं तो तलहा इस चीज को कैसे देखता है और क्या समझता है तलहा की जिंदगी के ऊपर आजकल के हालात का इम्पैक्ट क्या है?
Sure. So basically, आपको जिस तरह पता होगा, like I actually heard about this pandemic towards the end of January के आखिर में, जब मुझे पता चला कि ऐसा कि यार कोई कोरोना वायरस की तरह कोई चीज है। Like back then मैं इतना seriously तो नहीं ले रहा था, like everyone else I thought okay चाइना में है, चाइना में confined रहेगा। Like I was living here in America, इतना दूर किधर आएगा? But like over time, I would, as I remember, January, February, like in February, things were pretty serious back in China. Just 1 second. Okay, so in February, things were kind of serious in China. थोड़ा बहुत जब आप देखते थे कि जिस तरह वहाँ situation थी, वुहान की lockdown और everything was closed down, सब कुछ बंद था. Even then, like I didn't expect कि हाँ मतलब इतनी जल्दी से इधर तक मतलब it would spread across the globe, इतनी जल्दी से फैलेगा हर जगह. Remember, like towards the start of March, it was the first week of March जब यहाँ हमारे सेंट लुइस सिटी में पहला केस जब डिस्कवर हुआ, तब ये सब कुछ नॉर्मल था. लाइक पीपल weren't taking it so seriously कि ये इस तरह की कोई इतनी बड़ी चीज होएगी. लाइक no one was really expecting it to be like to grow this much or कि it would impact so much और इतनी कोई serious चीज है. I remember like it was towards somewhere like the first week of March when I had some friends over at my house for dinner. तब हम लोग आपस में बैठे हुए ऐसी थोड़ी बहुत बात की कि यार ये तो मतलब काफी सीरियस हो रहा है इशू, मतलब हमें लाइक वी शुड टेक प्रिकॉशंस और इस तरह की चीजें थोड़ी सी करनी चाहिए. तभी लाइक एक मेरा दोस्त था, उसको एक मैसेज आया, लाइक इट वाज काइंड ऑफ मैसेज फ्रॉम वन ऑफ हिज फ्रेंड्स. इस तरह बैठे हुए उसने बात की कि यार इस तरह मुझे मैसेज आया और लाइक लाइक देयर इज अनदर फ्रेंड जो मुझे बता रहा है कि इस तरह हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी भी बंद हो जाएगी और ये और वो. तब उसके अगले दिन ही मतलब इसी तरह हुआ कि उसके नेक्स्ट रोज ही हमें मतलब ईमेल यूनिवर्सिटी की तरफ से भी आ गई. एकदम से सब कुछ इतनी जल्दी एस्केलेट किया कि कुछ मतलब लाइक एवरीवन वाज काइंड ऑफ शॉक कि हम लोगों की उस वक्त एक्चुअली चल रही थी स्प्रिंग ब्रेक. तो बच्चे like during the spring break, everyone, every like all of the students, most of the students basically in the university, they went back to their places. आपको पता है like कोई न्यूयॉर्क चला गया, कोई शिकागो चला गया, wherever they came from. और उन सबको भी उन्होंने मना कर दिया यूनिवर्सिटी के उन्होंने कहा you don't have to come back, आपको वापस आने की इजाजत नहीं है, आपका जो भी सामान है हम लोग आपको वापस पहुंचा देंगे. और मतलब
तला व्हाट आई वांटेड टू आस्क ना, मुझे बहुत ज्यादा सर्जिकल एग्जैक्ट मुझे आपने अपना मेंटल फ्रेम बताना है. तलहा के माइंड में इस वक्त क्या चल रहा है? मुझे बाकी दुनिया छोड़ दें, अपने स्टूडेंट्स, अपने कलीग्स, अपने दोस्त छोड़ दें, तलहा का माइंड रीड करवाएं हमारी ऑडियंस को.
पैंडेमिक लाइक सीरियसली अभी सिचुएशन कुछ ऐसी है कि लाइक अभी विद द ईज ऑफ लॉकडाउन we see things going towards better, कि चीजें improve होना शुरू हो गई हैं. But towards my own perspective, like I'm still kind of skeptical. मुझे नहीं पता कि अभी like next couple of months किस तरफ जा रहे हैं, क्या हालात होंगे, चीजें किस तरफ मतलब like basically like आप पूरी दुनिया में जिस तरह लॉकडाउन थोड़ा ईज होना शुरू हो गया है और we are expecting कि अभी मतलब things थोड़ा नॉर्मल होना शुरू हो जाए. कि like मेरी भी लाइफ काफी ज्यादा डिस्टर्ब हुई भी in the sense कि like I'm confined in my home. मुझे मतलब like I usually stay at home all day long. मेरी जॉब थी that got cancelled. due to the pandemic. I was working on campus, but जैसे ही university बंद हुई, I lost my job. उसके बाद during the summer vacations, I had an internship. Like I was looking forward to it. मुझे काफी ज़्यादा excitement थी कि मैं internship करूँगा और इससे professional experience मिलेगा, but वो भी cancel होगी. But for the next couple of months, पता नहीं, like, because the thing is that unless we develop a vaccine or find a permanent solution to this thing, I don't really see things going in the right direction. Like, people should be optimistic. मुझे भी मतलब, like, everyone should probably strive for things to get better or situation को improve होना चाहिए. But let's see how things turn out. काफी ज़्यादा countries हैं, जैसे US में भी अभी like there are trials going on and stuff. So hopefully, inshallah, कोई जल्दी कोई वैक्सीन बन जाए ताकि everyone gets back.
Okay, मैं आपको बताऊं, एक चीज मैं आपको बता दें, शेयर करना चाहता हूँ. देखिए, आप एक चीज का ज़हन में रखिए. ये मैं सिर्फ तलहा या नेहा से बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ. ये मेरी ऑडियंस में जो लोग भी मेरी आवाज़ को सुन रहे हैं, मैं उन सब के साथ मुखातिब हूँ. मैं उन सबको एड्रेस करके ये बात बताना चाहता हूँ कि टू मी या टू ऑल ऑफ अस ये चीज़ें सही डायरेक्शन में प्रॉबली नहीं जा रही, लेकिन मैं इसको इस तरह से देखता हूँ कि ये चीज़ें सब की सब बिल्कुल सही डायरेक्शन में जा रही हैं, उस डायरेक्शन में जा रही हैं जहाँ पे इनको जाना चाहिए. यू नो, अल्लाह ताला इज द बेस्ट ऑफ प्लानर्स. यू हैव टू बिलीव इन दैट कैपेसिटी. अल्लाह ताला ने कुरान मजीद में कह दिया है, कुरान मजीद में कह दिया, इसलिए हम सबका फेथ है बेटा. हमें ये बताया गया है कि हो सकता है कि बहुत सी चीजें हमें अच्छी ना लग रही हों, लेकिन वो हमारे लिए ही अच्छी हैं. एंड वाइस वर्सा, बहुत सी चीजें ऐसी होती हैं जो हमारे लिए लग रही होती हैं हमें, लेकिन वो हमारे लिए अच्छी नहीं होती हैं. तो यू टेक इट दैट वे कि ये पेंडेमिक जो है ये हमारे लिए सबसे बेहतरीन सोल्यूशन है. हमें अभी नजर नहीं आ रहा, ये हमारी लैक ऑफ नॉलेज है, हमें अभी नजर नहीं आ रहा. वी विल बी टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस थिंग इन डिटेल फर्दर. मुझे नेहा आप ये बताइए कि आप अपने आप को पहले तो ये बताना है, नेहा आपने किसी भी सवाल का जवाब देने से पहले हमें ये बताना है कि आप में से बड़ा कौन है, बहन बड़ी है या भाई बड़ा है, तला बड़े हैं या आप बड़ी हैं. नंबर 1. नंबर 2, आपने हमें ये बताना है नेहा कि आप अपने आप को मोटिवेटेड और पॉजिटिव माइंडसेट के अंदर रखने के लिए डेली बेसिस पे क्या कर रही होती हैं. आपका ये आंसर बहुत सी ऑडियंस, बहुत से ऐसे यंग स्टूडेंट्स जो अपने घर से दूर हैं, उनको हेल्प कर सकेगा. यू गाइड अस के व्हाट डू यू डू ऑन डेली बेसिस.
First of all, आपका जो first question था, that was regarding who's the eldest one. So I'm the eldest one, and for the second one, regarding having a positive mindset and keeping yourself motivated as a student. So I believe I consider it in terms of my own personality. When I think about things, I believe that I've developed a very positive outlook towards life over the past couple of years. I wouldn't say that I've been this way always, but taking into account my positive mindset, I definitely say that it has helped me really well. Now, for being in that state of mind whereby you think that you're in a positive state of mind, or you attracting positivity in your life on a daily basis. So I've been introduced to this ideology at quite an earlier stage, I'd say. And to summarize it, I'd use the words of the famous poet Maya Angelou to summarize it. And she says that if you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, then change your attitude towards it. As simple as it appears, but provided with the current pandemic situation, I really believe that we need to change our perception of dealing with this situation. Now, on a daily basis, considering how I keep myself positive in a positive state of mind, being a student, it's quite difficult. I'd say like staying away from the university life or staying away from the manual lectures. Everything has been like transferred to an online platform for us. So now, अब हम अगर इसमें बात करें कि हम कैसे staying away from friends, staying away from family, of course, and we're just confined to our houses at the moment. But still, I think everything for me, because I've developed this ideology for myself. So I'd say that everything, no matter how bad the circumstances get, I believe that I've been blessed with the best of the resources. And in like the kind of situation that I've been put into, staying at home every time and managing my daily chores, I believe that you just need to identify the things that are going right in your life rather than focusing on the things that are going wrong in your life. And that to me is something that really keeps one in a positive state of mind.
मेरा ख्याल है कि बहुत अच्छे तरीके से आपने इसे एक्सप्लेन किया है एंड लेट मी टेल यू दैट दिस इज नॉट द आइडियोलॉजी ऑफ वन पर्सन ओनली every successful person has this same ideology. Let me share with you that you go ahead on internet, google the people, आप उनकी biographies पढ़ें. Every successful person is speaking the same language. ये सिमिलर कोड्स बोल रहे होते हैं वो लोग जो सक्सेसफुल होते हैं अपनी जिंदगी के अंदर. तो यू हैव हिट द जैकपॉट. You are having the same ideology which the successful people carry with themselves, and I wish that you must strengthen on that. You build on it. तलहा हमें ये बताओ कि since you are there for having your education, तो आजकल के इन हालात में when the university is closed down या फिर आप ऑनलाइन पे शिफ्ट हो गए हैं, डिजिटल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन के ऊपर सारा काम हो रहा है, यू आर स्टेइंग इन योर रूम, आप अपनी स्टडीज के ऊपर किस तरह से फोकस करते हैं? हाउ यू टेंड टू मेक योर माइंड focused on your studies only when and keeping all the other distractions out of the scope?
Sure. So basically, like recently, हमारा like semester तो खत्म हो गया, exams वगैरह थे वो हो गए, like I'm done with that. But apart from that, आजकल मैं like free होता हूँ, so in the sense that I believe that I kind of find that like this is the best time for me to learn new things. Like, cause the thing is that बहुत सी चीजें होती हैं जो university life, cause university life is so busy और उसके अंदर like there's so much going on. You're taking different classes, so आप अपने उन चीजों पे focus नहीं कर सकते. Sometimes because of all the homework and stuff going on, उन चीजों पे आप focus नहीं कर सकते जो मतलब आपको पसंद है, जो आप explore करना चाहते हैं. और in the sense, okay, so let me explain this in better words. In the current situation, like the best way for me is right now, जिस तरह मैं अपनी ऊपर education के ऊपर focus करता हूँ, is that I have set a goal for myself. Like recently, I was applying for internships and stuff, and I realized that I was lacking some of the skills, like software engineer है उसको. Like there are some skills like you should know web development, you should know app development, there are data science and all this stuff. मतलब काफी ज़्यादा diverse होती है और I was lacking some of those. मैंने कहा नहीं यार, like after this time is over, I want to be better at these things. क्योंकि ये time है when I'm free at home or there isn't like a lot to do. So I find that this is probably the best time जब मैं घर बैठ के आराम से एक मेरा गोल है उसको मैं अचीव कर सकता हूँ कि after this pandemic is over, after this summer is over, I want to be good at this thing. I want to be a better software developer or a full stack developer, whatever I am. So basically यही है, like in the past two you should probably set an aim and work towards achieving that aim, or maybe वही kind of ideology follow करता हूँ कि work towards every day. When I wake up, I have something in my mind that I want to accomplish this thing. मुझे स्कूल की तरफ जाना है, मुझे ये करना है, and that's my belief, or मेरी भी ideology है कि like work towards it step by step, and hopefully you'll get better at it. Or यही बस have a goal for yourself and work towards it. That's it.
Let me share with you, Talha, both of you have shared your ideology with us. I can guarantee you that the ideologies you people are carrying on your personal fronts are the ideologies which I was sharing with Neha, are the ideologies which all successful people carry with themselves. So you go ahead with them, you build on it. जो आप goals की बात कर रहे हैं, you must make sure कि आप जब भी इस सिचुएशन से निकलें, you emerge be like a better human being. आप पहले से बेहतर इंसान के तौर पे निकलें. बी इट बी ऑन हेल्थ फ्रंट, चाहे वो फिजिकल स्ट्रेंथन की ऊपर बात हो रही है, आपके माइंडसेट के ऊपर आप ज़्यादा मेच्योर होकर निकल रहे हैं, या आप अपने डोमेन के अंदर एक्सेलेंस को अचीव करने के लिए बेहतर तरीके से बाहर इमर्ज हो रहे हैं. वट एवर द डोमेन इज, you rest assured that you are striving for excellence. विद दिस मुझे नेहा आपसे ये पूछना है कि पहले तो ये बताना है आपने कि आप कितना आपस में कांटेक्ट कर रहे होते हैं एक दूसरे के साथ, एंड टेल अस समथिंग अबाउट योर फैमिली एज वेल बैक इन पाकिस्तान। वहाँ पे कौन लोग हैं, किन से बात हो रही होती है, आपके और बहन भाई कहाँ पे होते हैं, आर दे विद योर पेरेंट्स और दे आर ऑल्सो सेपरेट फ्रॉम ऑन एनी अदर फर्दर लोकेशन एनीवेयर एल्स देन फैमिली। और फिर हमें ये भी बताएं नेहा कि ऐसे बच्चे या ऐसे स्टूडेंट्स जो इस वक्त अपनी फैमिलीज के साथ हैं और घरों के अंदर बंद हैं, is there any message which you being staying away from home can tell them कि यार this is the opportunity which I'm not having right now but you people are having this opportunity, so my advice would be कि ये चीज missing link है for me but you can take advantage from my experience. You go ahead with that.
Now, you've asked quite a lot of questions in this one one paragraph, so I try to answer them one by one. For having the kind of contact that I have with Talha, I believe that before this pandemic, since we were all busy with our own studies and we had like conflicting times, and our time zone differs by 24 hours. So at that point whereby Talha is sleeping, it might be morning at my place, and whereby I'd be sleeping, it'd be like daytime at his place. So I'd say because of the pandemic situation, now we're communicating on a daily basis. So that has improved. Our communication has improved, and it's always like a pleasure talking to him on a daily basis, asking him how his day has went, and telling him about how I have spent the entire day. So apart from it, back at home in Pakistan, we have a family of 5. So it's my mom, dad, and my younger sister staying back in Pakistan, and me and Talha were both studying abroad at the moment. Tanya is basically studying at PIFT, Lahore, and even like I believe she was back somewhere around 14th of March. She returned back from Lahore because of all the universities closing down. So she's been staying with the family for the entire period. And then the third question that you asked regarding what advice would I want to give to the students staying far from their families. I believe that this quarantine period has been extremely devastating for certain individuals, but I'd say it's been extremely tough for the students as well. So for the students staying far from their families, I think we both can understand, me, Talha, and all the other students who are staying far from their families, they can understand that they'd be longing to go back to their homes, but cannot do so because of the travel restrictions and bans imposed worldwide. I believe now at this point, it is extremely important for them to realize the sole purpose of their traveling so far from their homes in the first place. And rather than deviating from their primary goal of achieving quality education and suffering from lack of motivation or feelings of depression, I'd say they should be more focused, and so that they can reflect back on these times of hardships and be proud of themselves that they emerged as successful individuals at the end of the day.
I think yeah you have rightly mentioned this thing. बहुत अच्छे तरीके से आपने हमें बताया. हमें ये बताएं कि आपको घर से डांट किससे ज्यादा पड़ती है फोन के ऊपर, अपने डैड से या मॉम से, और किसको ज्यादा डांट पड़ती है, नेहा और तलहा? नेहा, you tell me the answer to this question.
I think dance वाला aspect घर तक confined होता है. When you're staying away from the families, तो ज़्यादा आपको love and care मिल रहा होता है, and every time you're being appreciated and being loved. So उसके dance, I speak on behalf of me and Talha that we've been extremely obedient children, and our parents are like quite proud of them. Are quite proud of us, I'd say. But when it comes to the youngest of our siblings, I think she is a bit out of the box when compared with our personalities. So yeah, dance to itni nahi padti. I think we're both responsible individuals, and we're doing good in our lives, and our parents are quite proud of us at the moment. So that's all from me.
this is injustice with your younger sister being absent here and you're talking that much the way you have talked about her. मेरा ख्याल ये थोड़ा सा injustice होगा, ये उनसे भी पूछना पड़ेगा कि what are her views about you two both. मुझे ये बताइए तलहा, the question to goes to Talha this time कि if देखो, since we are all humans and it is very natural to have a recall value and retention of family memories and all that stuff, so whenever that kind of feeling comes to you, वो जिसको हम बड़े वो term बोलते हैं home sickness वाली, whenever this kind of feeling comes your way, how you manage yourself to keep yourself motivated and positive future looking person?
Yeah, जिस तरह अभी नेहा ने explain किया कि like the best thing is to keep your goal in mind, that what you came here for. आपको मतलब आपके सामने होना चाहिए कि आप यहाँ एजुकेशन हासिल करने आए हैं. Like you have to work for it and you have to strive for it. Like everyone misses home, I would agree कि like मुझे भी बहुत ज़्यादा कभी-कभी याद आती है, like all my friends and my family, and life isn't so easy out here as it seems to be, in the sense like आप कभी इधर कभी उधर, like you're always working, कभी एक क्लास तो कभी दूसरी क्लास, then you have to go to work, फिर आपको अपनी groceries लानी है, ये करना है वो करना है. So life is kind of hard over here, और घर की सबको याद आती है. But the best thing is, but the thing to keep in mind is कि आप अपने like you kind of keep the thing that you just मकसद से आप इधर आए थे. Like you have to keep that in your mind कि आप यहाँ पढ़ने आए, and you have to become someone, you have to become like strive for it. So the best technique is probably to keep your goal in mind again. और पर दूसरी बात ये है कि like homesickness का एक और like to prevent homesickness, I would say, is the best way is to keep yourself busy. Busy का मतलब ये नहीं है कि like you are indulging in आप पूरा दिन सोशल मीडिया पे गुजार दें, स्नैपचैट, फेसबुक और इस तरह की चीज़ों पे टाइम वेस्ट करें या फालतू की चीज़ों में करें. बट आई वुड प्रोबेबली रिकमेंड के ट्राई टू डू समथिंग कंस्ट्रक्टिव. लाइक फॉर माई सेल्फ, आई टोल्ड यू बिफोर कि मैं ट्राई करता हूँ टू लर्न न्यू स्किल्स, टू like improve upon the skills that I have, or just try to keep yourself busy. But also like other times जब मैं ठीक है like I could only study for an extended period of time, उसके बाद मैं भी बोर हो जाता हूँ कभी-कभी, तो I try to watch movies, or like there's some really good content on Netflix और इस तरह की चीजें. I try to read books to lighten the mood, you know. But just try to keep yourself busy, and hopefully अभी 3 साल तो गुजर गए and the rest would pass too.
अच्छा, आपने बोला कि आप अपने फ्री टाइम में जब कभी आप अपने आप को एंगेज करना चाहते हैं तो यू टेंड टू रीड बुक्स एंड यू वॉच मूवीज एंड नेटफ्लिक्स एंड ऑल दैट स्टफ. तो हमारी ऑडियंस को अपनी फेवरेट लिस्ट में से कुछ बताइए कि व्हाट बुक्स यू रिकमेंड टू द पीपल लाइक यू, द पीपल हु आर सिटिंग अवे फ्रॉम होम एंड लिविंग इन द अदर कंट्रीज, स्टूडेंट्स लाइक यू पीपल. what books you recommend to them, what movies you recommend to them कि वो अपने wisdom को, अपने knowledge को enhance कर सकते हैं आपकी बताई हुई list के ऊपर काम करके.
So I would say sadly, like I wouldn't really recommend any Pakistani movies or anything, you know. आपको पता है कि like the thing is that like they're all around just one basic storyline, or एक ही में like they're just kind of repeating themselves. अब जो भी मूवी उठाएं, जो भी ड्रामा देखें, तो मैं खुद पाकिस्तानी ड्रामे वगैरह नहीं, बिल्कुल भी नहीं देखता. But apart from that,
यार आप पाकिस्तानी ना बताएं, आप अंग्रेजी बता दें, अमेरिकी बता दें, आप हमें कुछ बता दें, हम देख लेंगे.
चलें. So there's this website called Netflix, उसके ऊपर काफी अच्छा content होता है. But I would say recommendation जब यहाँ तक जाती है, so like everyone has a different taste or different genre. Like personally मुझे थोड़ी action वाली, माफिया और इस तरह की थोड़ी चीजें, like action going on, strategic और इस तरह की चीजें ज्यादा पसंद आती हैं. तो उस लिहाज से like some of the shows that I really like are Game of Thrones. मैंने देखा था, उसकी बहुत अच्छी story line थी. Breaking Bad, Peaky Blinders, something like that. But it again depends कि आपको किस तरह की चीजें पसंद आती है, आपका टेस्ट कैसा है. But there's a like आजकल ये जो मूवी सीरीज का like सीरीज का ट्रेंड है, there is really a lot of good stuff out there जो आपके हिसाब से है. जो आपको पसंद है. इसी तरह books में भी like there are novels or there are fiction, non-fiction जो आपको पसंद है. But some of the books that I would recommend are like recently in the last few years, some of the good books that I have read are like probably for personal development, both achievable, like they're not some fiction or something, like they're not based on any story or anything, but आपकी personal development के लिए I would probably recommend is I guess it's by Dale Carnegie. The book is called How to Win Friends and Influence People. वो बहुत अच्छी book लगी थी, like उसके अंदर बहुत अच्छे aspects उन्होंने discuss किए थे about life in general and everything. Then there's a book called Rich Dad and Poor Dad. इसमें basically एक बंदा है, वो तो different आपके माइंडसेट को एक्सप्लेन करता है अबाउट हिज रिच डैड और पुअर डैड. एक एंटरप्रेन्योर होता है, इसका जो रिच डैड होता है लाइक ही इज एक्चुअली हिज फ्रेंड्स डैड हु इज एन एंटरप्रेन्योर, और वो उनका माइंडसेट एक्सप्लेन करता है कि मतलब लाइक हाउ ही स्ट्राइव्स एंड ऑल दैट. उसके बाद देयर इज अ बुक कॉल्ड 12 रूल्स ऑफ लाइफ बाय जॉर्डन बी पीटरसन. वो बहुत अच्छी बुक लगी थी मुझे. सो दीज आर सम ऑफ द बुक्स एंड apart from them तो और भी बहुत सारी बुक्स हैं, like if you google these kind of books.
ये मेंशन वेरी राइटली, और मैं बिल्कुल वाकई वर्ल्ड फेमस किताबों के नाम नहीं है, रिच डैड पुअर डैड और फिर 12 रूल्स ऑफ लाइफ, और फिर आपने कहा कि वो डेल कार्नियर की जो किताब है, दे आर ऑल वर्ल्ड फेमस बुक्स एंड यू हैव राइटली पॉइंटेड इट आउट. लेट अस आस्क नेहा द सेम क्वेश्चन. नेहा, आप हमें बताएं कि व्हाट डू यू डू इन टर्म्स ऑफ रीडिंग बुक्स और वाचिंग मूवीज. डू यू डू दैट थिंग, और अगर आप कर रही हैं इन चीज़ों में से कुछ चीज़ें प्रैक्टिस एंड you think that you have few of the list with you to share with the audience, you go ahead with that list, sharing with the people around you.
I'd say growing up, reading books has been one of my favorite things to do, but that was mostly related to children's edition. But after coming towards the university life, I think it's been really tough for me to follow up on any sort of books. The most recent that I read was the one that was back at home. It was an autobiography of Benazir. But apart from it, I'd say I do not really read books these days. I listen to the audiobooks available on YouTube, and that's quite a lovely collection. So I would recommend Eckhart Tolle as my favorite author. I wouldn't say that I've read most of his collection or anything, but some parts of his collection, or I think I've forgotten the name, but it was I think the latest one that he's launched is A New Earth, and the previous one I've forgotten the name of it. But I watched one of your previous interviews, and you had this interview with some person from Canada, and he was I'm not sure about the name, Rizwan Rashid or something like that. And he mentioned this one book called Outliers. I believe it was last week that you had this interview of yours. And just after like going through the interview, I went to the audiobook of Outliers, and that was quite an amazing. I wouldn't say that I've listened to the entire audiobook, but listening to just the initial part of the book was just really amazing, I'd say. Yeah, but not much to share when it comes to both these things.
The initial writer you were sharing, न्यू अर्थ के जो राइटर हैं उनकी दूसरी किताब एक और है, पावर ऑफ नाउ. you go ahead with that book, पावर ऑफ नाउ, अमेजिंग बुक he has written. और फिर जो आप मैल्कम ग्लैडवेल की आउटलायर्स की बात कर रही हैं, मैल्कम ग्लैडवेल की किताब आउटलायर, इट हैज़ चेंज्ड द लाइफ ऑफ मैनी, and another great masterpiece you have mentioned. With this, I think that while we move towards the last part of our program, let me put a same question to both of you, and you can answer it on your turn. मुझे ये बताइए कि whenever in life, when this kind of uninvited problems arrive at your end, you open the door one day fine morning and you see that a problem is standing to embrace you, and it was not planned in your schedule anywhere in your life. How to have this problem, how to handle it, what would be an ideal response of your side to that problem when it is knocking the door of your at your footstep. To answer this, I believe we must go with Talha first, then Neha following the same question. Summing it up, मैं ये पूछ रहा हूँ कि अगर आप अनप्लान्ड कोई प्रॉब्लम आपको आइडेंटिफाई हो जाती है, वो एक प्रॉब्लम जो है वो आपके गाड़ी का टायर फ्लैट होने की भी हो सकती है ऑन द इंडिविजुअल माइक्रो लेवल, और वो प्रॉब्लम एक पेंडेमिक की भी हो सकती है जो कि पूरी यूनिवर्स को जो है वो पूरी कायनात पूरी दुनिया को जो है फेस करना पड़ रहा है. मुझे आप लोगों का व्यू पॉइंट चाहिए कि जब आपको इस तरह की प्रॉब्लम फेस करना पड़ती है तो आपका क्या आइडियल रिएक्शन होना चाहिए या क्या होता है.
Sure. Though, like just as you talked about when a person faces a problem or difficulties. So the thing is that basically the thing to keep in mind is that you can never be really prepared to face all of your problems, and like because the thing is that you don't really know what's coming next. आपको नहीं पता होता कि आगे क्या problem आ रही है, so you can't be really prepared to face them. But the biggest thing is to have a positive mindset towards it. Like be optimistic. Inshallah, सब कुछ बेहतर होएगा. Have faith in Allah, I would say. And then be patient. जैसे आपने like starting में कहा था कि बेशक like Allah is the best of planners. Believe in His plan. He must have something better for you, and just be optimistic, and everything would be better, and things would sort out for the best, I would say.
Neha, you go ahead.
Yes. So I have these two ideologies in life, that whatever the circumstances or whatever the situation, be grateful and show gratitude for what you have, rather than thinking about the things that you do not have or that you're missing out. I think in that current situation, you really start appreciating how lucky you are to have what you have. So I'd say always count on your blessings, whatever the situation, or no matter how bad the circumstances get. There was also this one thing that I read this one book earlier, and it was Akbar and Birbal stories, and there were like 50 stories. I'd say it was in grade 5, and from that point, I've grasped this one concept. There was this thing that it's just like a short narration of a story, that there was this one point whereby Akbar cut his hand. Akbar, being the emperor, cut his hand while cutting an apple. And Birbal said at that point that everything happens for the best. And there was this, Birbal was like caught up because of his saying. Akbar got humiliated, and on that very day, Akbar set off for hunting. And in the meanwhile, he got kidnapped by a forest tribe and was about to be prosecuted for the gods. But then they realized the cut on his finger, and they said that you cannot be served as an offering to the gods. And Akbar ran back to the castle and just met Birbal, and he said, because of this one cut, it has saved my life. So I think everything that happens for the best. You've also mentioned, Talha has also emphasized on the same fact. So I just go on with the same concept.
You know, you have shared this story of cut on a finger and then saving the life. Around 27 years ago from today, it was 1993, when I met an accident, and with my both the arms broken, fractured, multiple fractures, nerves damaged, and I was left as pity as anyone can be on the planet Earth. It was 1.5 years, and the life was at its peak in terms of misery and helplessness, and I had to survive all the things through those 2 years or so. And post trauma phase saw me having an emotional disconnect, where society was rejecting me all the way on the front of education, and then coming back to life, making all the way through the ladder of success, standing there when the position came, then when local newspapers covered my success story, and topping up the ranks and charts in universities in educational status. All these things, when connected and dots connected at the time when you look back at your life, you are told by someone that it was not random, it was planned, and it was planned for your betterment. You take it that way. You always take it that way. So with this, Neha and Talha, we started the discussion today where we talked about striving for things to get better, and if you don't like it, change it, and if you cannot change it, change your attitude. These were the golden words told by Neha. Identify the things that are going right. Talha told us about it, and this is the best time to learn new things, and he told us his own experiences that he is learning new things while remaining online. Communication has improved, and we must take advantage of it, and the sole purpose of coming there to different locations of the world, you have to keep it in your mind. Keep yourself busy in a constructive way, and then we have shared a few of the good reads and good movies. We talked about Game of Thrones, How to Win Friends and Influence People, Rich Dad Poor Dad, New Earth, Power of Now, Outliers, and all those things which we have talked. मैं अल्लामा इकबाल को बहुत ज़्यादा पढ़ता हूँ, and I think Allama Iqbal has changed my life a lot. And when I was preparing for this interview, I came across few of the verses from Allama Iqbal, who says कि 100 जुबानों पर भी खामोशी तुझे मंजूर है. This is a dialogue between a person and a flower, जहाँ पे इंसान जो है वो फूल को ये कह रहा है कि 100 जुबानों पर भी खामोशी तुझे मंजूर है, राज वो क्या है तेरे सीने में जो मस्तूर है. There is some secret which is lying in your hearts and memories, which makes you progressive all the day. Yeah, I mean, you people are sitting on different locations and you still are progressive and positive minded people. You are still inspiring people and you motivating yourself. There is some secret. राज है कुछ जो तेरे सीने में मस्तूर है. राज वो क्या है तेरे सीने में जो मस्तूर है. आगे वो कहते हैं फूल को कि मेरी सूरत तू भी बरगे रियाज़े तूर है, मैं चमन से दूर हूँ, तू भी चमन से दूर है. So you people are geographically departed and at distance from your family. There are so many people in this world who are away and at distance from the purpose of their life. So you feel yourself lucky कि आप सिर्फ physically दूर हैं, आप अपने sole purpose of life से दूर नहीं हैं, unlike many people. मुतमईन है तू परेशान मिसले बू रहता हूँ मैं, यानी कि आप look at your satisfaction, pay your gratitude to your Lord. जख्मी है शमशीर ज़ौक़े जस्तजू रहता हूँ मैं, यानी कि you should remain progressive, you should strive for excellence in your life. With this, we have seen that Suhair Salim has joined us. He is saying, Mashallah, stay blessed. I must read out all the comments which I had received during the program. Qasim Tariq Kiani साहब ने कहा कि stay blessed both of you, and then Neeli Kiani was there, Mashallah, proud of you. Zulfikar Kiani sir was with us. He says that Mashallah, we are proud of all of you, keep it up. And similarly, Rabi Kiani was there appreciating you people. Abdul Samad Sami Kiani was appreciating, Bil Kiani was appreciating. All the people around you love you, they are watching you, they are praying for you. I must say that you must take care of yourself, not for yourself but for our sake. अपना बहुत ज़्यादा ख्याल रखिएगा. इससे के साथ साथ मुझे ये बताइए कि if you have any last minute wisdom or any last minute advice for the people watching you, go ahead with the last minute sentences if you have any. First going to Neha and then landing with Talha.
I believe I've already said what I had to, but still emphasizing the fact that be grateful and show gratitude to what you have, because you're lucky to have what you have. And those of the people out there are not even having the one thing that you are having in your life. Thank you.
And I would too emphasize on the fact that just Neha said, we should probably start appreciating the small things in our life that we usually take for granted. छोटी छोटी चीजें होती हैं जिंदगी में, like your family, your friends, the freedom that you have. आप बाहर कहीं भी जा सकते हैं, you can travel anywhere, you can go out, eat on restaurants. छोटी छोटी चीजें होती हैं, we should probably start appreciating them more. And apart from that, I would also like to say कि, as you know, that most of the world have started to ease the lockdown, क्योंकि they have to eventually किसी न किसी point पे they have to start easing the lockdown, start opening the businesses and things. So I was actually recently noticing कि पाकिस्तान में आज लोगों ने वीडियोस काफी ज़्यादा डाली हुई थी कि people are not following the protocol anymore. वो कहते हैं कि यार गवर्नमेंट ने खोल दिया, सब कुछ ठीक हो गया है. But that isn't the case. We should probably keep on taking the precautionary measures unless there is a proper cure for this thing. Like social distancing को follow करना चाहिए जब तक ये चीज है, so we can prevent it, or we should probably take it more seriously than we are at the moment. और हमें इन चीजों को ख्याल रखना चाहिए जो social distancing का है और precautionary measures हैं, so that this thing doesn't become a problem anymore. और ये like we should probably start towards mitigating this thing instead of kind of sparking it in a new way. That's all I have to say. Thank you for having us at the show today.
तरह आपके जो लास्ट कमेंट्स हैं ना, दिस रिफ्लेक्ट योर मेच्योरिटी एंड योर केयर फॉर योर कंट्रीमैन. दिस रिफ्लेक्ट्स योर केयर फॉर द पीपल अराउंड यू हु आर हियर. So yeah, we must take care of ourselves with the hope and prayer that this thing is going to dilute and going to get normalized very soon. But मुझे ये तो नहीं पता कि ये कब normalize हो रही होगी, लेकिन मैं इस चीज़ का यकीन रखता हूँ कि जब कभी भी ये normalize हो और हमें जब एक दूसरे के साथ in person मिलने का मौका मिले, तो वी मस्ट मीट एट ए स्टेज जहाँ पे मैं, शहजाद या तलहा या नेहा जो जिस स्टेज के ऊपर आज हैं उससे ज़्यादा बेहतर स्टेज के ऊपर खड़े होकर हम एक दूसरे के साथ मिल रहे हों. विद दिस आई मस्ट अप्रिशिएट योर विजडम शेयरिंग एंड आई मस्ट थैंक यू फॉर टेकिंग योर टाइम आउट. टेक केयर ऑफ योरसेल्फ. इंशाल्लाह फिर मुलाकात होगी. अपना ख्याल रखिएगा. अल्लाह हाफिज़.